Welcome on in to your Bethesda Big Train versus the DC Grays here at Shirley Povich Field. As always, I'm Allie. There's Nick. Can't see us, but he's there. Let the people know your presence. And we're excited. We thought this game might get rained out. There was huge thunderstorms on the radar, and then we even got some thunder and lightning around like 4:30 or 5 when we got here. But now, as you can see in the camera, it is blazing sunshine at the Cove.
Yeah, I was walking past Westfield Montgomery coming in from the mall, and then I just see literally like a block or two in the distance, gigantic flash of lightning. I'm going to walk a little faster, and I'm going to stay away from trees. But it surprisingly did not really rain over the phone.
No, it really didn't. We had the tarp out, and then the guys had to take it off, and it really didn't do much. But yeah, we're ready to go and excited to be here. Last night's game was the best we've seen from the Big Train so far. Hefty win over the Silver Spring Tacoma Thunderbolts out at Montgomery Blair High School. It was an 11-2 victory for the Train, and the Bats were finally matching what has been a great pitching performance so far for Bethesda.
Yeah, TJ Rogers with 3 runs and an RBI, single and a double. Shavoni with a home run to, I think that was when they pushed it to 9-2. He sent a 2-run shot out to left field. It's good to see the boys absolutely rolling.
Yeah, seriously, and I'm excited to see what they can do tonight out in the field for your Bethesda Big Train. We've got his first appearance out of University of Alabama. Cade Woods is on the mound. He's been rehabbing an injury, and so we've heard that he's only going to go 1 inning, and then I believe they'll bring in Braden Jones, who would be the starter back in that 4-guy rotation they've been using. Behind the plate, Jason Shavoni back there tonight. Again, some of that catching rotation between him, Cobb and Wargo. And then pretty normal infield and outfield. Sean Lane out at first, Emilian Pitre at second, TJ Rogers shortstop, Peyton Schultz at third, and then Garrett Felix out in left field, Trey Wayne in the center, and Colton Hegwood out at right field. So some pretty similar lineups what we've been seeing so far from Big Train, but I'm excited to see Cade Woods.
Yeah, outside of the pitching change, we've been seeing the same 12 guys, I believe, rotating behind the plate are Shavoni, Cobb, and Wargo. Ooh, mind escaped me there. So those 3 guys have been rotating in and out, but other than that, it's been the same other 9 guys. But tonight, new opportunity for Cade Woods as he returns from an injury.
Yeah, very excited. One of the Bama boys, the one we haven't seen yet. Batting first for the Grays is Diego Barrett out of George Mason University.
Not a lot of stats on the DC Grays so far this season.
Swing and a miss there from Barrett. Great start for Woods. Yeah, they were having, when we were there last weekend, or whenever that was last week, they were having, seriously, they were having some point streak issues, and they'd only registered about 3 games in point streak.
I believe it's probably just all their away games registered. It seems that might be a persistent issue for them. We hope the best for them figuring that out. But what we do have on Diego Barrett is he's hitting .273 through 11 at-bats, 2 RBIs. So he's off to a solid start.
The 1-1 from Woods, swung on and missed again from Barrett, strike 2.
We had a little bit of a fun get down there acknowledging that was the Mario music. Love it. A little bit of a fun tech morning.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. Great start for Cade Woods in his Big Train debut.
Here we go, Cade Woods. Cade.
Now time from Auburn, Georgia, the second
Up
baseman,
next,
number 41, Jared Jenkins.
Jenkins for the Grays.
I do like seeing both teams play in color. Still a light and a dark, but I love. I'm not a fan of just plain white.
Great first pitch there from Woods, strike 1. Yeah, me too. And we've been getting a lot, like when Big Train goes on the road, they wear black. We saw that, I think, from a couple teams that have come here. They've kind of worn black. So excited to see the green on blue today. Pitch comes in high, ball 1.
You a jersey connoisseur, Allie?
No, but aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
We did talk about that at one point. When I was younger, I absolutely loved NBA jerseys, and now I've gotten into doing those random soccer jersey packs where they you pay $15 and they send you one.
The 1-1. That one outside. Count 2-1. My only jersey right now at home is Trey Turner, R.I.P.
Surprised you don't have a UMD.
Yeah, I don't. Trey's with the Dodgers now. We're much better than the Nationals, unfortunately.
Dodgers always flop though when they need to win.
2-1. Can't get it to go. Count 3-1 now. Yeah, except when they won the World Series.
I try to forget that happened.
Like,
it doesn't
that was pretty recently.
It doesn't fit into my narrative about the Dodgers that my former co-host Arthur Pescon and I built up. He's from LA, so I fun with that.
The 3-1 also not going to go, so a walk there for Cade Woods. Jenkins will take his base at first, bringing up Buford.
Buford out of Grambling State, number 38 at the plate. That was not intended to be a rhyme. It just kind of happened.
Well, the Dodgers flopped when the Nationals needed them to, so can't be mad at it.
Dodgers, we took them out, I think, in a 6-game series back in 2015. Never forget that. When I found out the Mets made the playoffs, I was in a marching band tournament. Had to step to the side because I was
They have marching band tournaments.
Yeah, we're extremely competitive. We traveled to like Hershey every year for nationals.
That one also ball, so 5 straight balls now for Cade Woods. Count 1-0.
Yeah, I had to step aside, and I was literally sobbing because it was the first time in my consciousness that the Mets had made the playoffs. Because I was like 5 when we did in 2006.
The 1-0, also a bit off, so count 2-0. All the music stuff was at Hershey. I did chorus in 6th grade, and our competition was at Hershey Park.
They call it Battle of the Bands. or no, Tournament of Bands. Sorry, TOB.
The 2-0. Running is Jenkins, and he'll get there safely.
That'll be Jenkins' first stolen base of the season, I think. Maybe he's still at home. His first road stolen base of the season. Gonna have to preface every stat with road.
Woods, the 2-1. Hefty swing and a miss from Buford. Count now even.
That was a good pitch from Woods there. I liked it, running the heater in on him. I do kind of miss that setup we had at the T-Bowl. It was so nice being able to see the pitches break the way we were literally like on the same eye level as the catcher.
I know. That was crazy. We'll be back.
Oh, yeah. Thank you again to our lovely hosts at the Tacoma Silver Spring.
The 2-2. No good ball. 3-2 is the count now. Yeah, they were great. They had the table set up for us. The former broadcasters from last year had told us that there's one team we're going to sit under the bleachers, and it is Silver Spring Tacoma, and it was kind of bizarre. And if you were listening, perhaps you heard lots of stomping above us.
I meant to go back to listen to the stomping. That's what I forgot to do last night.
The 3-2 swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Cade Woods. 2 outs now. But that's the big train bringing up Thomas.
You just got Cade by Cade.
That's good.
He's off to a good start. I mean, long count in that third at-bat and walked Jenkins, but they're already coming out to talk to him. I think he might just have a 3-batter limit because of the injury.
Perhaps. Yeah, Braden is trotting in. So Cade Wood's going to come out. Again, he's rehabbing from that injury, but great little way to get some playing time for him. Excited to see. Hopefully he gets more healthy soon. But it's going to be our guy, Braden Jones, I believe.
Look, I like that they put him in to start. They didn't, stick him in the middle of the game. They said you're going to come in, cleanest slate possible, and we're just going to see how you can get healthier. And he faced 3 batters, struck out 2, walked 1.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just like Braden Jones is coming in now in like a 10th inning, running on second.
Yeah.
That rules.
Braden Jones, who's been quite successful this season so far for the Bethesda Big Train, 6 innings pitched, so he started 2 games and gone 3 full innings in both. And on opening night, he had 5 Ks, so he's getting to work against the Thunderbolts. And he's one of my favorite guys to talk to. He's a character.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. And he's a lot of fun to watch on the mound as well. Those 6 innings pitched, no runs given up. It said online he had 6 strikeouts, but I think he's more than that.
Yeah, perhaps. Again, point streak a little iffy, but he's been really consistent so far. He's gotten the first spot in that pitching rotation for the big train. He's warming up a bit here, and Aaron Thomas is on deck, so we will be back shortly. Apologies, folks. The sun is extra strong tonight, so we're currently waiting for our camera to start back up. It shut down due to temperature issues. Nick is holding our second device up to film it. It's not the best view, but I'll be extra descriptive until our camera wakes up. Again, that's Braden Jones on the mound now for the big train, facing Aaron Thomas from Wofford.
Yeah, hit a dinger last time at home against the big train.
Yeah, definitely one of the more threatening hitters for the Grays. Count 1-1 for Braden Jones. Again, Jenkins, the runner, out on second.
I apologize for the shaky cam here. I'm physically holding it up, and I do not have a third hand to do the scoreboard, so just rely on Allie's awesome play-by-play coverage.
Thank you. Phone's still hot, sorry. A 1-1, fouled back, count 1-2.
I would love it if Braden just struck him out here, give us some time to figure this all out. Oh my god, I cannot see that song.
Sun is extra strong tonight.
Yeah, it is.
The 1-2 hit out to Schultz. He'll field it over to Sean Lane, so out at first, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning. Big train escape, no runs given up, and we'll be back shortly. Our phone has just come back to life, so we're going to set up that camera for you when we
Dude.
Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning here. Leading off for your Bethesda Big Train is Garrett Felix. On the mound for the DC Grays is Tyler Allen out of Xavier University in Louisiana. First pitch in from Allen, a ball. In the field for the Grays, we've got Scully behind the plate, Harper at first, Jenkins at second, Emmanuel at third, Buford, your shortstop. Second pitch in, outside, count 2-0 now. And in the outfield, Barrett left, Booker center, and Thomas to the right.
Apologies for the people at home and for my scorecard. How did Jones retire Thomas?
It was a ground out
Thank you.
to Schultz, and then Schultz fielded it to John Lane. Count 3-0 to Felix here. Pitch comes in, swung on and missed, so Allen fighting back, count 3-1.
Xavier University of Louisiana, D3 school, I believe. A lot of Louisiana guys in this league, actually.
Pitch in, chopped to Allen. He'll field it over to the first baseman, and Felix out over there on the first base bag. Bringing up TJ Rogers, who we mentioned at pregame, had himself a night over in Silver Spring.
A great trust from the coaches to put him second in the lineup despite some struggles. He came out and he delivered.
Yeah, seriously. We saw the shortstop got moved into that number 2 the other night with Colton Hegwood, and then TJ Rogers was in that spot last night, and he just really rose to the occasion, and it was just great to see him excel at bat, and then also had some good fielding, if my memory does not deceive me. First pitch into Rogers, down low, count 1-0.
Allen, not a rapid pitcher, I would say, in terms of the velocity on his fastball.
Allen fires. Hit out toward left field for Rogers. Grace running for it. The shortstop, Buford, will get there. Out number 2.
It's a matter of time until someone takes advantage of the way Allen's pitching. I mean, his form is so slow and the speed of the ball is so slow. It looks comparable to the way coach pitches in batting practice. That might just be the way he hangs his knee, and maybe he hasn't been showing the full heater yet, but so far I think the Big Train could really take advantage of this pitching matchup.
Up next, Emilian Pitre, number 3 for the Big Train.
Especially here with the lefty at the plate, Emilian Pitre.
That one fouled out toward third base, goes out of the field, so strike 1.
Emilian having an amazing season so far, batting .550 and on base percentage of .630. I believe both of those metrics lead your Cal Ripken League.
Yeah, he is always getting there somehow, some way, whether it's a walk or his hitting, which has been on point, like you said, batting .550. The 0-1, there, a ball, count 1-1. The 1-1 from Allen. Pitre hits it to the shortstop, Buford. Well fielded over to the first baseman, Harper. That's a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Bethesda Big Train.
Good stuff from the Grays there. I was very critical of Tyler Allen, and I'd like to apologize because despite his lack of speed on his ball, he's really effectively getting them to ground out, 2 ground outs this inning against Felix and Pitre, 2 of the best contact hitters on this Big Train team.
Yeah, seriously. When we return, top of the second, Max Harper from Brigham Young will be leading off for the Grays, and that'll be Braden Jones on the mound for your Bethesda Big Train. On the mound, we said it. Braden Jones, the music maestro, always requesting more upbeat music. During warm-ups, he came over today and was like, "Where's my playlist, guys?" He wanted his playlist. Fortunately, we're having some technical difficulties. Couldn't get it to him. He's facing Max Harper from BYU. That one fouled right for strike one. Jones also, not only does he like the upbeat music, he's got some moves. If you go see quite a few of our interviews on Twitter, he's in the background. The 0-1, that one hit fair down the third base line. Huge hit back into the corner. Harper pushing onto second base safely. So a double perfectly hit down third base line for Max Harper.
Yeah, well done there. We saw one of those the other night with Sean Lane. Just those doubles that hugs the third base line so tightly that, the third baseman can't get to it and knock it down, and the left fielder's going to have to track into a corner as that thing just spirals out against the wall.
Yeah, unfortunate. Not much you can do there. But up next for the Grays is Dane Camphausen from College of Worcester.
Yeah, Braden Jones, though, a great guy, definitely has that charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent that all athletes need.
That one comes almost toward Camphausen's right arm. Ball one. Camphausen, the DH for the Grays tonight. Jones, the 1-0, swing and a miss there. Strike one.
Camphausen, so far in the season, has not gotten a hit on the road. He's 0 for 3 so far in those situations, but only one game recorded.
The 1-1 in there drops perfectly. Brandon Jones had the count now 1-2.
Yeah, Braden's really fine in the zone now. He's working back in. That double was very well pulled by Harper, but see if he can control this inning now.
The 1-2 fouled back toward the Grays' dugout. Count remains the same.
Yeah, Camphausen just staying alive there, coming after that low-dropping pitch. Just chopping it off. You can tell he was just swinging to touch the ball there. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, the birds came a little close to us.
It's almost a Alfred Hitchcock movie there. I thought they were going to come in.
Jones, the 1-2. That one again fouled back toward our picnic pavilion.
Ray Ash tracing after it. He can't get there.
Ray, you got to let the kids have the ball.
I think he might be on foul ball duty tonight. For those of you who don't know, any foul ball that is too far away from the kids, it's in the parking lot, we got a guy who goes and gets it. Guy or gal, I should say.
The 1-2 in from Jones. That one hit deep into right field. That one fouled again. Camphausen really staying alive here against Jones.
Good hustle from Hegwood there. If that had landed fair, he might have had a chance to catch it. Really covering that right field line tight. Good swinging from Camphausen here to threaten to go oppo, which could do some damage, but Hegwood has been hugging that right field line out there.
The 1-2 again. High, so even count now 2-2. Again, Harper, the runner out there on second for DC.
Dropping in a little curve ball there. Not enough curve, too much ball.
The 2-2. Swing and a miss, but it's in the dirt, so take a little run, but Schiavone easily gets that into the glove of Sean Lane for out number one.
All right, Braden Jones getting in form here this inning. That's his first K of the game.
At the plate now for the Grays is Alexander Terry Emmanuel out of Canisius College, if I said that correctly.
Canisius. That's up in
it.
Buffalo.
Ooh.
One of my buddy's brothers goes there.
That one hit right to Peyton Schultz. He'll field it over to first, out number 2.
How is Peyton Schultz already dirty? What happened in the first inning? He hasn't even batted yet.
Well, the double that went down the third base line, he dove for it. So that is how Peyton Schultz got dirty.
That's a pretty good reason.
He was fighting for it. 2 outs now. Again, runner in scoring position, but Braden Jones taking care of business. Now he'll face Booker, Derek Booker, not to be confused with Devin.
Yeah, another D book though.
That one comes in. He holds back his swing. Ball 1.
That was a good pitch. It just missed, but clearly was tempting the batter. You can't be too upset with that kind of ball. The balls you can be upset with are the ones that are nowhere near the zone. But
The 1-0 from Jones hit deep out to right field. Hegwood tracking it right into his glove. And the big train take care of business here in the top of the second. We'll be back shortly with Peyton Schultz leading. Again, leading off for your Bethesda big train here, third baseman Peyton Schultz. Tyler Allen still on the mound for the DC Grays. He took care of business 1-2-3 inning with Felix, Rogers, and Petre, the three most dangerous hitters for Bethesda. Ground out, fly out, ground out. But Peyton Schultz, a guy who's got power, we know it.
He's hitting for power, not for bases. He's got a 333 average, but just a 393 OBP.
First pitch in, ball one. Allen the 1-0. Sort of similar for ball two.
Yeah, that fastball's running in on the righty here, which is good, but you don't want to run in that much. He's not getting it into the zone. Got to stay behind the pitch. Possibly pull your fingers back a little bit.
Allen the 2-0. Huge hit there for Peyton Schultz. Goes foul, but hits the lights over the tennis courts. Went right in there. So, again, that power from that guy, but strike one.
See if he can put it in play here. Again, both teams not much damage done. Just one hit off that double from Harper between both teams.
The 2-1, again, hit foul toward third base. Count 2-2.
You don't see a lot of pitchers like Allen. Nowadays, speed on your fastball is the number one thing scouts are looking for. They think they can develop everything else after that. Allen, much more precise. Not throwing, 90 miles per hour.
The 2-2 from Allen. Hit past the shortstop. And a nice single for Peyton Schultz. Big train on base for the first time today.
That's how you get it started. Good stuff. Pushing it just beyond the grasp of the shortstop. Tough for him to get to, not his fault there. Well done from Peyton Schultz.
Yeah, great hit there, bringing up Sean Lane, who finally started to find his stride batting-wise last night at Silver Spring with an RBI double, if I'm not mistaken, and another hit as well, I believe a single.
I believe you're correct. He doubled down the left field line, singled going oppo to right.
Still he's quite the sack fly kind of guy. There's strike one, but good to see him get on base last night.
Good deceptive first pitch there from Allen. We know that Sean Lane's taken that new aggressive approach to the at-bats. Not going after that first pitch there, though.
The 0-1, ball one, count 1-1 now. So many ones in that little sentence I just said.
Both teams have one hit. Runner on first. A lot of ones in the sport. Can't get all the lights stuck out of my head now.
Every time it comes up, I'm like, oh, we know who it is. The 1-1 swung on and missed by Sean Lane. Count 1 and 2. He's the guy with 2 Kanye walk-up songs.
You know, I love all the lights, but I can't stand that Fergie verse.
There's a Fergie verse?
Yeah, she's unemployment line, credit card declined. I was about to do that line, and it just kind of squeaks and it keeps repeating.
I don't even
painful.
remember that.
It's towards the end. It's right before Elton comes in.
Oh. The 1-2 hit foul down the third base side. Count remains 1 and 2.
Love some Kanye music. But recent track sampling XXX Tentacion has been dead for 5 years. We need to stop having him release new music. He's dead. I hate it when people's labels and their parents just keep pumping stuff out. Like a Biggie Smalls album came out and he's been dead for 25 years. Little rant there from myself.
The 1-2. That one a ball. So Sean Lane staying alive here. Even count now.
The most egregious one was Biggie's ex-wife did an album called The King and I. Or his widow, I guess. And it was just songs already released by him, but the lyrics were all rearranged so they no longer make sense. It's like he's a storyteller, but like if he had like one funny line in a song, she'd take it and move it. It was so bad. So bad.
The 2-2. Count now full.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been.
The only person I see clapping their hands right now is Garrett Felix. I'm not even kidding. They said, everybody clap your hands. The stands were not giving me energy, but Garrett Felix down there in the dugout did, so thank you, Garrett.
Good to see a lot of fans here on a Thursday night, after the rain.
3-2 also fouled off to the left. Count still even, or excuse, count still full. Yeah, we were worried that people wouldn't come out, but they really have. Turned into a beautiful night.
Yeah, really. This is a good night for some baseball.
Yeah, we've got the Orioles bird here tonight as well. So a celebrity mascot guest in the house.
I had to message my friend, say, does your work have the Orioles bird hanging out in your office? No, it doesn't. Got to work where I work, buddy.
Again, Schultz out on first base. No outs. 3-2. That one hit foul again. So Sean Lane really extending this at bat. I'm wondering how many pitches have come in to him.
By the time this at bat ends, he'll have graduated UMD. Yeah, I wish we could do a pitch count, but running the score bug and all this other stuff, I don't have a hand to do a pitch count.
Last night, there was a guy from the Thunderbolts sitting next to us with a radar gun.
Yeah, I was gonna start reading off of it, but I didn't know if he wanted me looking over his shoulder or not. Someone did pitch 79 miles per hour. I do remember that.
Full count. That one fouled back behind home plate. Someone pitched what?
A 79 mile per hour pitch. I think the opposing starter, whose name is escaping me.
Thalheimer.
Benji.
How do I remember that? I'm not sure.
No, that's a standout name, Benji Thalheimer.
Yeah.
That's an athlete name. I love it. I'm calling a foul ball here.
Allen, the 3-2. That one hit into the glove of Buford. Double play here for the Grays is successful. Schultz out at second. Lane out at first. 2 outs on the board now to bring up Baylor Cobb in the DH position today.
I shouldn't have said anything. Grounded right into a 6-4-3 double play. Unfortunate there now. Taking out 2 outs with 1 ball.
Baylor Cobb, who registered his first hit last night this season.
2 RBIs off that single as well.
Yeah, that was a great hit from Shake and Bako. I love that. That's my favorite one.
Listen, I have a lot of duds, but there's some gems in there.
First pitch swung on, and this one might go all the way. Baylor Cobb, home run to get things started scoring-wise this evening. So goes from having his first hit of the season last night to a home run the next night. That is the Shake and Bako that we know and love. You know what it is? He's wearing sunglasses. He's got the sunnies.
He's got the swag, and he's bringing it to the plate.
He's looking swaggy. First pitch into him. Aggressive hitting and a home run.
Yeah, Big Train, no home runs in the first 6 games, but last 2 games, a homer for Cobb, a homer for for Schiavone, who's at the plate now.
Yeah, bringing up the guy who hit a homer, the first official homer for the Big Train this season, Jason Schiavone, who was in a bit of a batting slump until last night when no one on the Big Train was in a batting slump. Hit the homer.
I believe everyone had at least scored or hit an RBI on the team.
It was ridiculous.
Well-rounded performance.
Very well-rounded performance. And great pitching from Ryan Sanders and Kai Burdick, and then a nice close from, I don't remember, Todd Mazzocchi. Count 1-1 here to Schiavone. Baylor Cobb.
Oh, that once he hit that, I was
that
like,
was awesome.
the crowd was like, whoa.
I know.
That was great contact from the DH.
The 1-1 into Schiavone. That one fouled back toward the first base bleachers into the parking lot. Car sound effect. Count 1-2.
Not going to stop those kids from hustling after it.
Nothing can stop them. Oh, yeah, there they go. There they go.
They're quite rambunctious tonight.
I know. School's almost out. It's school's almost out night. They feel summer.
Summer.
The 1-2 from Schiavone hit. Well, the left fielder get it. He won't. Schiavone pushing second. Gonna come in close, and he is safe.
Great base running there to recognize he's got the opportunity, because Barrett didn't do a bad job in the field at all. It was a tough ball to catch, and he kept it in front of him, but Schiavone recognized I have just that extra 2 seconds and pushed it.
Yeah, I think that was a great decision. He was watching closely and knew that the second baseman was going to kind of have to be behind the bag in order to get that catch, and he was. So Schiavone able to slide in quite efficiently, and a double for Jason. That's the third hit for Allen, who, again, got off to a good start with the 1-2-3 inning, and then a lovely little double play. But the Big Train really pushing here, bringing up Trey Wingett.
Trey at the plate here. Good chance to get his second RBI this season. There are 2 outs, though, so we'll see if the Train can do anything with that.
Very curious to see what has sort of shifted for Schiavone in these past 2 games. Again, we said he got off to a great start hitting this season, but then was a bit cold over the past week. And then, I mean, that home run, what a way to come back from a slump and continuing the momentum here tonight. First pitch into Wingett. That one chopped to the first baseman. I'll easily get to the bag for out number 3. So that'll do it here for the bottom of the second, but not before a home run for Baylor Cobb.
He got all that ball. You could tell the way the sound was just so crisp. He barreled that out to right center field and trotted around with a swaggy sunglass moment and put the Big Train up 1-0.
Yeah, so great things to see. We will be back shortly for the top of the third. Welcome back. Just witnessed a dance-off between Homer and Bunt,
Can
our
we call
lovely
it a
mascot.
dance-off? Homer and Bunt bodied the Oriole there.
Yeah, against the Oriole Bird, but it was a win for the Big Train mascots. Hopefully the Big Train team can channel some of that energy. Up at the plate now.
We know they like to dance.
Up at the plate, Logan Scully, the catcher. Hefty swing and a miss for strike one. Still Braden Jones on the mound.
Jones got him chasing in the dirt. That's what you want to see. Keep the batter guessing. Get him guessing early. See what he goes to here for the second in the sequence.
A 1 into Scully, a bit off, ball 1.
I think he's going to go right back to that high heater here. I would if I was him. You want to attack that. Don't want to rely too heavily on a breaking ball for an at-bat.
Jones fires. Can't get it to go. Count 2-1 now.
You know, we talked to Jones. Walks are something he's trying to work on. None yet today in the 5 batters he's faced.
The 2-1. That one hit out to TJ Rogers at shortstop. And that'll be out number 1.
All right. That's a good way to start this inning.
Back to Diego Barrett with the top of the Grays order, who struck out in his last at-bat to start things off. First time Jones will face Barrett.
Yeah, that strikeout went against Woods now, first time facing Jones.
Jones, first pitch. That one chopped right into his glove. Well fielded by Jones. Over to Sean Lane, and they'll get him out. Nice little move off the mound there from Braden Jones. He's got the speed.
Yeah, that was some quick motion from the pitcher. They're great reaction time from Jones.
Up next, Jenkins from Georgia Southern, from Auburn, Georgia. Walked and then stole a base in his last go at it. First time Jones will face him, strike 1 there.
Jenkins, a sophomore at Georgia Southern. His cousin played baseball at Georgia Southern as well.
Swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Braden Jones. 2 outs here, ahead in the count 0-2. Chance for the 1-2-3. Jones the 0-2. That one fouled back toward the pavilion. Count still, and a kid has seen it. He says, I see it, I see it. Gonna go find the ball, I guess. No.
It's upset DC Grays fans already here in the second.
Yeah, asking them to foul ball closer to the stands so they can get it.
I thought he was calling get one in bounds, isn't like don't foul it. That's what I heard, get one in bounds.
Oh my gosh.
That was a loud chirp from a child.
Sheesh.
Harsh criticism. The rowdy fans from DC.
The 0-2 from Jones. That one hit TJ Rogers over his head. So it'll go roll into center field. He's pushing for a double. Pitre does not tag him, so they'll call him safe. Big Train fans not happy about that call. Well fielded by Wingett to find Pitre, but great base running from Jenkins. We saw the speed already as he stole second. So runner in scoring position, and the Grays stay alive.
Yeah, they're not done yet this inning. They're doing a good job of hanging with Braden Jones so far.
Now up is the shortstop, Buford, from Grambling State, who struck out against Cade Woods in his last at-bat. The last batter who Jones has not faced so far from the Grays. First pitch into Buford. Rolls wild. Jenkins going to try to steal third. He'll do it successfully. Schiavone got there but couldn't quite get it to Peyton Schultz in time. So now a runner on third. Second stolen base of the evening for Jenkins. Count 1-0 to Buford.
Great opportunity for the Train here. Buford trying to avoid striking out for the second time today.
The 1-0 lands. Count 1-1.
Sorry, opportunity for the Grays here.
And an opportunity for the Train to go another inning without a Grays run. The 1-1, that one fouled back behind our booth. Count 1-2. Sun's starting to go down. Camera quality will get much better for you all at home. And it'll be much cooler for me and Nick here.
Oh, yeah, we appreciate a little sundown here at the Big Train broadcast crew.
That one also fouled back behind home plate, so count still 1-2. Ball even made contact with some of Schiavone's gear there. You could hear it.
Updated the score bug there. Now the home team's on the bottom. Sorry, we were kind of rushing to get this switcher stuff set up today after losing all of our presets to Mother Nature, I guess we'll call it.
The 1-2. They'll call it a ball. Jones was ready. Thought he got that one. Was ready to run off the mound, but count now even.
Interesting to see Jones give up 2 doubles already today. You know, extra base hits are something that he's been really good at limiting so far.
Yeah.
You know, strikeout here would make it all okay, though.
The 2-2. That one hit. Hegwood running for it. Can he get there? Tracking it, and he makes the catch. Colton Hegwood out in right field. Gets it done. Big Train head into the bottom of the third. Still up 1-0. Welcome back. Bottom of the third. And batting for the Big Train here. Up first, Colton Hegwood, who's out in right field this evening. And that's still Tyler Allen on the mound. Big Train up 1-0 after a bomb from Baylor Cobb.
Oh, what a homer that was. That's a home. I wrote down the timestamp.
Oh, thank you. I was wondering. I was going to go back and.
Oh, I just wanted to watch him hit a homer again. But I got it for your call as well. I was kidding. Served 2 purposes. Clip it, put it on the YouTube. Or the Twitter. Huh. Did it say what city that was calling my phone? Because no one.
Hyattsville, Maryland.
They've been spam calling me a lot.
That one way out for ball 1. Again, sun almost down, so field looking much better on the camera.
Xfinity called. That's who it is. They keep calling and asking me if I want a phone.
The 1-0, swing and a miss there from Hegwood. Count 1-1 now.
Or no, if I want a cell phone plan. They're like, we'll give you a cell phone if you sign up for the cell phone plan. And I said no. And they're like, you have to tell us a reason why. I'm like, I don't want it. I'm like, okay. And they're like, they kept asking me questions. I just hung up.
The 1-1. That one hit perfectly, lands out in left field. Colton Hegwood, a base hit to get things started. And we're back to the top of the order with Garrett Felix.
That's some great contact hitting. It was like, you know, Michael Michaud golfing down at Harbor Town this week and kind of just chipped his way onto the green out there. Really did give me golf vibes. He kind of just level swing with the bat, put it right at where he wanted.
Yeah, it dropped perfectly. So Garrett Felix up, ground out to start off the game. That's 4 hits now for Tyler Allen.
Just 1 run, though, off that homer. Last inning could have been much uglier had that Sean Lane not grounded in that double play ball.
Felix hits that one. Drops beautifully in center field. Felix will stay at first, but Colton Hegwood successfully gets to third. Runners in the corners now for the big train, and some great contact hitting to start this inning, bringing up T.J. Rogers.
Yeah, big train starting to get rolling now. Great. This is what we saw a lot of yesterday at the Tacoma Thunderbolts, just guys getting singles consecutively. You know, that's what GW's head coach always imposed on me. It's not about the homers. You want to get contact hits only.
Yeah, you got to be consistent, start to chip away there, and that's exactly what they're doing tonight. Hopefully they can capitalize here. Still no outs, and T.J. Rogers flew out in his last at-bat, but again had quite a night over in Silver Spring. First pitch in, that one hit and will land in front of right field. Colton Hegwood coming home. Run number 2 there for the big train. Garrett Felix successfully pushes to third, so runners still in the corners. And contact hitting. Shout out whoever coaches at GW. He is right. It gets the job done.
And that's the whole thing with sabermetrics now. You don't want guys just hitting dingers. You want to string together some good hits. And absolutely great work there. Rogers stays hot, and yeah, I think it's time for Allen to go. It feels like GW's figured him, or not GW. Wow, feels like the big train have figured him out here. They've been getting, last 2 hits were first pitch singles.
Yeah, 3 singles in a row. Hegwood, Felix, Rogers. Hegwood comes home for run number 2. Big train lead 2-0 here over the Grays, and I mean, you want to hit early. They're going to keep Allen in here to face Emilian Pitre, who grounded out in his last at-bat.
Bold here to leave your pitcher who's struggling a bit, to giving up too much contact to a guy who's a great contact hitter, a righty against a lefty, and yeah, those are the 2 things. I thought I had a third. Rule of threes, but.
Again, Rogers out on first, Felix out on third, and no outs for Bethesda. Allen now facing Emilian Pitre. First pitch in, ball 1.
Emilian, another opportunity for an RBI here. He's got 2 on the season as is.
Pickoff attempt at first, unsuccessful. So still 1-0 into Pitre.
Hard to get those pickoff throws as a righty because the runner has time to watch you turning. If you're a lefty, you're staring him down as you pitch.
The 1-0 into Pitre. Can't get that one to go either. Count 2-0. Allen really struggling here.
I think he's afraid to go after the zone now after those singles. He's really trying to play careful with his pitches. But right now he's 2-0. He's not finding the zone. Got to throw a strike at some point.
2-0 in. That one outside, so count 3-0. Again, Pitre, not a guy you want to walk. It will load the bases, and then it will bring up Peyton Schultz, who had a single in his last at-bat, so we know he can hit.
Schultz leads the team with 6 RBIs in the season.
The 3-0. It'll be a walk. Bases now loaded for the big train. First walk for Allen, and Peyton Schultz up at bat.
That could be a costly decision here. Righty, though. Maybe. I mean, even a double play ball wouldn't get you out of this. You got no outs. Maybe you're hoping to get through Schultz and Hain here with Allen. That's possibly the plan.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have to face Cobb, too. So it is 3 righties, but it's 3 righties who are doing really well.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm loving that what we're basically saying is that this entire big train order is getting dangerous.
Yeah, top to bottom, even the 9-hitter Hegwood, he's got this started with the RBI, the run. Sorry, he scored after he got a single.
Allen first pitch into Schultz, wild. Felix running home. He'll get there with ease, and the runners will advance. So now Pitre out on second, Rogers out on third. Garrett Felix, run number 3 for the big train. Peyton Schultz, count 1-0.
Things are really starting to happen here for the big train, and not to Allen's benefit. Everybody moves the base.
Still no outs as well. On deck, Sean Lane in the hole. Baylor Cobb, the homer kid tonight.
Maybe Allen just wants to be back for Game 6 tonight.
The 1-0. Down, brushing the dirt, count 2-0.
That's 6 straight balls from the pitcher on the mound.
Allen from Birmingham, Alabama. I was just wondering if maybe he was from Boston or the Bay Area.
I was going to say, that's when the conspiracy theories start rolling in.
That's when you start spreading rumors. The 2-0 from Schultz, fouled back toward the big train, dugout, count 2-1 now.
Much better pitch there from Allen. He needs to, when you're a pitcher, you can't think about the 6 balls you threw. You need to think about that 1 strike you nailed. Got a positive affirmation is the word I'm looking for.
Do you ever see those positive affirmation memes?
No, what?
We had a whole account. It was Northwestern affirmations. It was just funny things. I'll explain in a second. 2-1. Down toward the plate again. Count 3-1 now. It was basically I'm trying to think of an example. I love the quarter system.
Trying to make it true.
Yeah. When no one likes the quarter system.
We have something called overheard on the VEX, which is overheard on the bus
funny.
between campuses.
Peyton Schultz gonna walk. Walk number 2 for Tyler Allen. Sean Lane up now, so bases loaded again for the Bethesda Big Train. Still no outs.
My favorite one on that is, I don't care if he's the diplomat or if he's a diplomat from the Trinidad and Tobago. He's a loser. I'm like, wow. Some GW person's getting with a high-level diplomat, but he's still a loser.
I love the overheard. I've seen the overheard DC account, and those are hilarious. I guess people should listen more closely on the Metro.
Oh my God! Yesterday, a guy was religious proselytizing, and I was like, please no. Someone was drawing on the floor in front of him, just like, dude, what's your point? And I'm like, I'm pumping up the air, buddy. I'm like, are we gonna start having some religious argument here? Please, I'm 1 stop away. It's 11:30 on a Wednesday. Why are we doing this, guys?
Allen still cannot find the zone. Count 1-0 to Sean Lane. Pitch comes in wild, and an easy another run for TJ Rogers. Runners will advance. Schultz on second, Petre on third, and slowly but surely, the Big Train find themselves up 4-0.
God, they're just getting gifted this right now. This is not what you like to see from your pitcher. 2 walks on the day from Allen, 6 hits given up, 4 earned runs, 2 wild pitches there given the last 2.
Yeah, it's just not been his day. Interested to see who will come in next. I just obviously don't think the Grays are going to keep him in much longer.
His first appearance actually didn't get past 2 1/3 either. He walked 3 and gave up 3 runs there. They're giving him even more run today.
Really tough. The 2-0 to Lane. Also a ball, and Lane holds back his swing. Count 3-0. Walking Sean Lane here just loads the bases again for Bethesda. Still no outs. This inning has just been going on and on.
Allen gave them 2 okay innings. I think he might be more of a reliever than a starter. If he's burning out the same spot in 2 games, 2 1/3 or 2 no-thirds.
Yeah, the 3-0. Way in the dirt, goes wild. Coming home is Petre. He will do so safely. So Big Train up 5-0. Sean Lane walking, taking his base at first. Still no outs. And Baylor Cobb up to the plate.
Looks like the Grays have a guy coming up, walking down from the pen. Looks like they're going to be making the sub. I hope, I pray.
This would be the time you got to face the guy who just hit a home run.
Yeah, you just gave up your 3rd walk of the inning, let alone the game. Sheesh, this is just a tough performance for Allen. I really felt bad going at him for his pitching, but you can't have a slow pitch. And
Has Baylor Cobb always walked up to
no, this is new.
Slim Shady?
I think he did it yesterday, actually.
Okay, because I have never heard that, and I just have to comment on it. Great choice.
As someone who did go to middle school and was a boy, I know every word to that song. It's Carson Daly and Fred Durst.
So, runners on first and second for the Big Train. That's Schultz out on second, Lane out on first. Count 1-0 here to Baylor Cobb. 1-0 pitch. That one fouled out left. Count 1-1.
God, I'm utterly shocked at the decision to leave Tyler Allen in here.
I know.
It's a righty-lefty at bat. It's a guy who has a lot of power. We just saw him homer, and we've seen 3 consecutive walks from Allen.
Yeah, no.
And 2 wild pitches in there as well. That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, there we go. Count 1 and 2.
Red Bull, thank God that can's almost empty. Almost destroyed my laptop. That was a nice little slider there. Came in, broke late. That's good, but he hasn't been able to find much success in his pitch arsenal. He might have to go back to that slider here. What's working is working.
The 1-2, swing and a miss for Baylor Cobb. So that'll be a K. First one of the evening for Tyler Allen, and it took him quite a while to get there. Now batting for the big train, Jason Schiavone, who doubled in the second inning.
Yeah, that's Tyler Allen, his 2nd strikeout in the season. He's averaging a ratio of 3 walks to 1 strikeout on the season. And tonight as well. Consistency.
Not the consistency you want, though, if you're the starting pitcher for the DC Grays here. First pitch into Schiavone. That one smacked out to center field. Will they get it? Yes, center fielder does get his glove on it, but not before Peyton Schultz can advance to third. So runners in the corners now for the big train. 2 outs. And
God, he lobbed that right over the plate.
yeah,
I mean,
I almost thought it would go.
I thought it would too. It almost did. You gave a great hitter, a guy who's getting hot, an opportunity just to try and send one deep. I mean, Schiavone's not going to let that sit. I get that he flew out, but I would, try and send that deep if I were in his position as well.
Yeah, Trey Wingett up now. So almost completely cycled through the big train batting order here. On deck is Hegwood, and that would be his 2nd at-bat of the inning should he see the plate. But 2 outs here for the big train. First pitch into Wingett, ball 1.
Yeah, we would go through the whole order if Wingett does not record an out here. Wingett, though, not hitting as well as he would like on the season, batting .056, but his on-base percentage is solid, almost at .350. He knows when not to swing, and been getting hit by a lot of pitches. I know we want to stop talking about that plot line, but it's been one for a while.
That one hit over the pitcher. They'll tag the runner out there, Sean Lane. So quick out for the Grays, but not before 4 runs are put on the board by your Bethesda big train. And I'm really interested to see who the Grays bring in next on the mound.
Maybe they do a Thalheimer and just keep him going. I mean,
but this is worse than last night. No.
It's actually shockingly similar. I believe Benji Thalheimer gave up 4 runs and 7 hits. We've got 5 runs and 6 hits from Allen. We'll see what they do here. But the worst part of that was, it was a 3-hit inning, all singles, but walks and wild pitches amount in 4 runs coming home.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a mess for the DC Grays. But when we come back, they'll try to climb back at the plate. Welcome back. Now batting is Thomas. The first batter that Jones faced when he came in to replace Cade Woods. And he grounded out. Ball comes in there, so count 1-0. for Braden Jones. The 1-0 from Jones. Kind of bounces out of the glove of Schiavone for ball 2. Sun is finally basically past the trees at the Pove here, so view getting much better on the cam, and broadcast booth getting much cooler for Nick and I.
Oh, yeah. It's a win-win.
The 2-0 swung on and missed. Strike 1. Count 2-1 now.
Tough decision to swing there from Thomas. I personally would have held the bat back. But then again, I'd be so scared going against Braden Jones. I would either be swinging at everything or nothing. Oh, that's beautiful. Full view now.
I know. Had to raise the blinds. So
Had to
the
do it
sun's
to
gone.
him.
The 2-1 from Jones. That one hit out to Hagwood. And it'll drop out number 1.
Speaking of how to do it to him, favorite, like, long-term meme, like meme that's had a hold on society.
I'm trying to think about like things that like I quote. Like me and my sister love like the old vines.
Like Free Shavakadu.
Yeah,
Okay.
like that kind of stuff. I'm trying to think of my favorite. I'll get back to you on that. First pitch in the dirt for Jones. Count 1-0 here to Harper, the first baseman for the DC Grays.
I love, there's just a picture of Jerry from Tom and Jerry just like squinting, like confused. That still gets applied today. It's been around for a couple of years.
That one launched deep into center field. Trey Wingett running, and he makes the catch. I mean, I did deem him the catch king on Twitter the other night, so he lives up to the title. 2 quick outs for the big train here.
Yeah, good hustle there from Wingett, putting the wheels on to get there.
I like the one that's like, road work ahead. I sure hope it does.
Oh, that's the most annoying one.
No, that was hilarious.
Whenever I'm in the car with my friends, I hear, road work ahead. Sure hope.
Yeah, me and my sister always say that one in the car together. Braden Jones facing Camphausen, the DH. First pitch in, a ball. Camphausen struck out in his last at-bat. The 1-0 from Jones, strike 1. I love that one, sorry.
I mean, it's funny, but it's played out.
I guess.
Overplayed. Like
The-
Happy by Pharrell.
Oh, yeah. The 1-1 in the dirt. Count 2-1 now.
People were shocked to learn that Pharrell's like not a pop artist.
No, he's like R&B and like sometimes like techno.
No, he's a
and, like,
hip hop producer. He's produced
Oh.
like some of the biggest hip hop songs of the decades.
I don't know. The 2-1, that one fouled back toward our booth despite the net. I flinched. Even count now.
So the way to know if it's a Pharrell produced song is he doesn't have a producer tag. What he does is repeats the first beat 4 times, like at the beginning of a drop it, like it's how it goes, ba-dum, 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 starts.
Interesting. Ball there from Jones. Full count here to Camphausen. Jones yet to record a walk, so doing well at what he told us he was trying to avoid. Can he escape here? The 3-2. And it's in there. Braden Jones. K number 2. Quick 1-2-3 inning for the big train. And we will be back in a bit. Colton Hagwood leading off here in the bottom of the Welcome back. Finally, a pitching change for the DC Grays. That's Hassan Akil from Lincoln University, a Washington, D.C. native. And batting for the Big Train, back to the number 9 spot with Colton Hegwood.
Hegwood, a solid game tonight. Last inning, he singled out to left field and scored later in that inning as the Big Train rallied in a 4-run third.
First pitch into Hegwood. Ball 1.
Again, new pitcher here after 3 innings from Allen go a little awry. 5 runs given up, 6 hits, and 3 walks.
That one hit. First baseman tracking it foul, but he gets there, out number 1.
Good start there for Akil. Getting a nice little blooper, easy to field for your first baseman, and he completes the job.
Garrett Felix up now, who had a single and then a run in the last inning.
Yeah, like we mentioned off air, it's going to be weird. 2 days without Big Train games next week.
Yeah, I know. Monday and Wednesday off. Something new to us. 2 days off in a week.
Oh, wow.
Pitch there, ball 1. But looking ahead, tomorrow will be at Olney for the first time, facing off the Crop Dusters. First pitch at 5 p.m. because I've been told they do not have lights at their field.
Oh, sheesh.
The 1-0 comes in for ball 2. Count 2-0 now.
So what happens if we go to extras?
I don't know.
Or if the game just takes like 3 hours and the sun sets?
I'm not sure. But that's what I've been told. So first pitch at 5, then we'll be back at the Pove on Saturday. The 2-0. There we go. Finds the zone. Keel, strike 1.
What I've heard is actually that all the fans have to take their phone flashlights out and we all together light the field.
Oh, of course. No other way. That would be the most logical plan.
I mean, it's the only way. The only way.
Ball 3.
I keep making that pun and it's never been funny.
Count 3-1 into Felix here. Akil fires. That one hit down left field, and it'll drop in the corner. Garrett Felix pushing for the double. Nice hit there from Garrett Felix. Bringing up T.J. Rogers.
Yeah, his second hit of the game. First extra base hit. Great stuff from Felix to just pull it down that left field line. Or I guess go Oppo. He's a lefty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went Oppo.
T.J. Rogers up now for the Big Train.
Red hot T.J. Rogers.
Singled in his last at-bat. Scored a run. Scored a few last night.
Oh, he's got J. Cole now. He had that like the first day, and then we haven't heard it since.
Some changes in the walk-up songs. Akil, first pitch into Rogers for ball 1.
Catcher lets it go, but it's in front of him, so well controlled, I guess, to not let Felix do anything with that.
That's Scully behind the plate out of GMU.
Every time I hear Scully, I think of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Never seen?
No, but I like the scene, the famous scene, the Backstreet Boys. So funny. The 1-0. Felix is running. Will he get there safely? They'll call him safe. Well fielded by Scully, but third baseman Emmanuel not quite in position. So another stolen base.
Sorry, I love this song. This is a great stolen base song. Steal My Sunshine by Len. One-hit wonder, but still.
We're getting some new songs also from like the DJs tonight of just like when things happen, and I'm loving it. Getting a little creative.
Yeah, come hear them at the Pove.
The 2-0 into Rogers.
Unless you just want to hear me sing Steal My Sunshine, because I will sing that every time someone steals a base.
Another ball. 3-0 here. 1 out for the Big Train, and Felix out on third.
Yeah, Felix, 5 stolen base attempts so far this season. Sorry, 7 stolen base attempts so far this season. He's made it on 5.
The 3-0 does not go. It's 4 straight balls and a walk there for T.J. Rogers. First walk for Akil. Akil got off to a good start with the fly ball foul for Hegwood, but since a double and a walk, bringing up Emilian Pitre, who did walk in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Emilian coming up to the plate now. He scored after that walk. He's just been so good at getting on base.
Yeah, seriously. First pitch into Petre. Strike one. So the first time in a while Akil is ahead in the count here, 0-1.
You know, that's a good opportunity for a pitcher to build some confidence off of that. Again, probably looking for a ground ball here, hoping for a double play opportunity just to get out of this inning.
The 0-1. Petre swings it. Diving for it is the second baseman, but unsuccessful. Garrett Felix comes home. So that'll be the 6th run for the Big Train. Rogers advancing to second. Petre out on first. Big Train leads 6-0.
Wow, this is another dominant performance from the Big Train offense. They're really rolling now. That will be registered as a hit, a single for Petre, no error. It was a hard-to-reach ball for the second baseman out there. That's Jenkins, Jarrett Jenkins.
Now Peyton Schultz, who's reached base twice today with a single and a walk. Still just 1 out, and Sean Lane on deck. Rogers running. Catcher won't even attempt to get him out, so now runners in the corners for Bethesda.
Rogers there, his first stolen base of the season. He's been caught stealing twice already, but not even trying there is the catcher Scully.
First pitch in from Akil was a strike, so count 0-1. Akil fires way off there, count 1-1 now.
This DC Gray's pitching staff just struggling tonight. Both pitchers so far, Akil and Allen, giving up substantial opportunities to the Train.
And when the Train last traveled to DC, it was a 5-2 win. So already have beaten their total from the last time these two guys faced off. Pickoff attempt there unsuccessful. But, you know, obviously you worry when a team beats a team 11-2 the night before. Is this a one-off? Clearly, Big Train really doing something right. That one from Schultz hit deep into center field. Center fielder running for it. He cannot make the catch, so TJ Rogers easily coming home. Petre will advance to third. Schultz will take his base and remain at first. Big Train now up 7-0. And just as I'm saying how successful they've been scoring-wise, it continues.
Yeah, that's back-to-back RBI singles. First one from Emilien. Actually, no, that was not an RBI single from Emilien. He came home. No, it was. It was. I don't know why I'm blanking there. Schultz, second single of the day, first RBI, and they're going to need some help here. 7-0 in the fourth inning. This could be the first mercy rule we see on the season.
Yeah, it could be. So originally we thought this game would not even be played. Might start late. Now potentially could end early.
You never know. That's the fun of Big Train baseball in this league. So much can happen. That's the fun of baseball in general, but especially here with such high-level players.
Little mound visit. Are they taking Akil out? I'm not sure. I don't think they will quite yet.
Diego Barrett is coming to the mound now, number 1. It looks like he will be taking the ball.
Despite the fact that he's been playing out in left field today, it looks like they're going to give him a chance to pitch. So they will. That'll be Diego Barrett when we come back. He's going to warm up a little. We'll step aside. And Sean Lane about to bat for the Yeah.
Yep.
Welcome back. The left fielder, Diego Barrett, has now taken the mound for the big train. No. For the DC Grays.
You're good. We all make that mistake.
So the left fielder now getting a chance to pitch. First pitch into lane. That one hit foul right into the stands. Will they get it?
Just over the stands, sadly, for those fans whose hands are reaching up.
They're looking for it. It's not there. Anyways, yeah, so Barrett now on the mound. We believe Donovan Freyer from Shorter University has taken his place out in left field. Gonna wait to confirm that. We can't really see from here. Again, facing Sean Lane. Peyton Schultz running. Steals second easily. Again, Logan Scully not going to even attempt.
And he had a ton of time to make that attempt. By the time he decided not to throw, Schultz was only halfway.
Yeah, not sure what is running through Logan Scully's mind right now, but that's twice that he probably could have made the attempt to get the runner out and didn't. So now 2 runners in scoring position for the big train. Petray out on third, Schultz on second. Count 1-1 here to Sean Lane.
Yeah, 3 stolen bases this inning alone off Scully.
Barrett gets that one ahead now, 1-2. That one comes in ball, count even.
Barrett really needs an out here. I know it's his first batter faced, but the pressure is already high because of what he's been left with by Akil.
Swing and a miss for Sean Lane. So first strikeout for Diego Barrett. First strikeout since, oh my goodness, last inning.
Baylor Cobb.
Yeah, quite a few batters ago for the Grays. 2 outs now, bringing up Baylor Cobb, who, yes, struck out in his last at-bat, but had the home run in the second inning. I'm not going to stop talking about it.
It was a great home run. You should keep talking about it.
First pitch into Cobb, strike 1. Barrett getting to work here.
Barrett already, he's only faced 1 batter, but he's already looking like the best pitcher the Grays have put on the mound.
He can do it all. Outfielder,
From
leadoff hitter.
From GMU, he did not pitch for them this season, but his hobbies include jet skiing.
Oh, that's fun.
It's a fun hobby, yeah.
1-1 here to Baylor Cobb. Barrett fires. That one down in the dirt for ball 2.
So much younger than Oh, I got the Beatles song stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
Very easily getting the earworm from these songs.
The 2-1 in there for strike 2. Barrett with a chance to end the inning here. Count even, 2 outs.
Back-to-back Ks would be very impressive from Barrett here to, get out of this jam with 2 runners in scoring position.
The 2-2 from Barrett. That one fouled back toward the third base bleachers. So
At bat continues.
Cobb staying alive. The 2-2 fouled back again toward our booth. Count remains even.
Cobb really making Barrett work for it here. Shake and Bako just need it. Anything into the outfield could bring home 2 runs here.
The 2-2 way wide. Full count now.
And this is where you see what pitchers are made of. This is a tight situation coming in relief. You're out in left field for the whole game, so you've already been running around swinging the bat.
Full count into Baylor Cobb. Swing and a miss. So 2 straight Ks for Diego Barrett to end the inning. But the big train put 2 more on the board. Up 7-0 over the DC Grays as we head into the top of the Welcome back. Braden Jones still on the mound, pushing for a 4th inning here. Leading off is Terry Emanuel for the Grays, the 3rd baseman. First pitch in from Jones. Beautiful strike 1. Last night was the first time we saw a big train pitcher push into the 5th inning in Ryan Sanders, and he did a great job. I'm excited to see them extending their guys a little bit more.
Yeah, Braden Jones only played a third of that inning, the first inning, I should say, but still, getting that pitch count up there.
Count 1-1 now into Terry Emanuel. That one hit foul back. Count 1-2.
Showdown music playing. You can see the tumbleweed rolling across the field.
I'm loving these new songs from our lovely DJs. I believe that's Robert tonight.
Someone put the work in.
Swing and a miss. So a quick K for Braden Jones, 3rd of the evening. That'll bring up Derek Booker from St. Mary's College of Maryland.
Back-to-back Ks now for Braden Jones, extending to the last inning.
He is getting to work tonight. He has been all year. All week. He's been so consistent.
He's started 3 games already. We're almost to the point where we can say year.
That one hit way high. Skied right to Peyton Schultz. Quick out again. Braden Jones with the chance for back-to-back 1-2-3 innings here as he faces Logan Scully, who flew out in his last at-bat.
Some quick work from Jones here. He's got these guys' number. Could go for back-to-back 1-2-3 innings.
First pitch into Scully. Strike 1.
God, he's painting those corners so nicely.
Yeah, this is really impressive stuff. Braden Jones, again from Ole Miss, a team that's been very successful in NCAA tournament play, but Jones, just a freshman, came straight here to get to work with the big train. That one bounces in the dirt for ball 1. I think that's a great decision. He's looking to develop himself over the summer here and find himself probably in more of a important pitching role at Ole Miss next season. Swing and a miss, strike 2. If you're an Ole Miss coach watching this right now, your guy is doing big things here in Bethesda.
You got to be very happy, yeah.
The 1-2 from Braden Jones. That one deep in the dirt past Schiavone, even count. The 2-2. Can't go. Full count now for Jones.
Falling behind here after starting this at-bat very well as Jones. Oh, and he drops the ball.
Braden.
Hopefully that's not a metaphor and just stays literal here.
Three, 2. They'll call him. They'll say he held his swing. So, first walk for Jones. 2 outs still, so not going to be a 1-2-3 inning, but up now is Diego Barrett, the guy who can do it all for DC, left fielder, and now the pitcher, and still batting.
I guess that means their left fielder isn't batting?
Perhaps not.
My head is starting to hurt from that.
First pitch into Barrett, swing and a miss, count 0-1.
Don't see that often. The pitcher's hitting alongside a DH.
Pick-off attempt at first, unsuccessful. Scully taking quite a lead there, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on him.
The catcher there trying to put his wheels out. Someone we've seen a lot in this league is fast catchers.
The 0-1 can't go. Count 1-1 now for Jones. Yeah, no, seriously. Our guy, Clay Wargo, has been speedy. He's hitting well, and then also they put him into pinch run, and I believe he had a stolen base last night for the first time. Or he did something fast that impressed us.
I think you might be correct with that.
So the 2-1 now from Jones.
Talk about Clay Wargo running bases, correct?
Oh, no, they say no stolen bases, but I don't know if last night's game is in, so I don't think it is because it still says 6 games.
Yeah, and we're 6-1 on the season.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think the missing game is the DC Grays, so I think that game is in.
Oh. The 2-1 fouled back, count 2-2. So maybe not, but Clay Wargo came home. Oh, Jacob's loving. Our friend Jacob Cheris down there is loving the music
He's
changes
looking up
tonight.
at us. Hi, Jacob.
He's telling us, stop talking about me. You can actually see him in the shot. There he is. If you look at the batter, that one hit nicely for the Grays. Hegwood running to scoop it up, but a nice contact hit and a single for Diego Barrett. Runner advances to second as well, bringing up Jenkins, who did have a double in his last at-bat. So Braden Jones struggling a bit here.
And Jenkins, as you said, a threat at the plate. The second baseman tonight. He's been doing well behind at the plate so far, batting .800 according to Point Streak, drawing 2 walks as well. He's been tough to get rid of.
Yeah, on base twice and 2 stolen bases already today as well. So a walk and then a stolen base, double and then a stolen base. Swing and a miss there, count 0-1. So definitely a threat. Huge if Braden Jones can take care of him quickly here.
And the way to beat a speedster is get him out before he can even start running.
The 0-1 in the dirt. Bouncing wild. Schiavone will get it over to third base. Not in time. They'll call the runner. Scully safe at third. Runners in the corners now for DC. Count 1-1 to Jenkins.
Some aggressive base running from the catcher there. And, you're down 7-0. You got to do a little bit of aggression. Really setting up Jenkins here to try and bring Scully home and get them on the board.
Pickoff attempt at first. Unsuccessful. Count still 1-1 into Jenkins. What I was saying earlier, if you see number 38 warming up for the Grays, there's Jacob right next to him. The 1-1 also low. Count 2-1. If you're wondering who's bringing you that lovely content on social media during the games, it's our writing and social media interns, Jacob, Bennett, and Ian. Shout out to them.
And the graphics are all Jacob as well.
Yeah, the 2-1 also in the dirt, going wild. So runner Barrett will advance to second, but Scully not going to take the chance to run home.
3-1 count. Jones could load the bases here. That would not be ideal with Buford, the 3-hitter, coming up. Flew out to right field in his last appearance. Should he make another one here?
Jones going to try and fight back. The 3-1 count. First pitch in, way high. So that'll be the second walk for Braden Jones. He'll load the bases, bringing up Buford for the DC Grays.
Jones was doing such a good job of keeping those walks out of his game. It was extremely impressive. Now, sadly, they're coming back at the worst moment possible. Thankfully, he's working with a 7-run lead. Still, though, bases loaded for Buford.
Buford, a strikeout in his first at-bat, flew out in his second, so not been hitting well tonight. Schiavone taking a little visit to Jones here. Again, 2 outs, so a chance to escape despite the bases being loaded.
Buford, a child actor, did a great job on Phineas and Ferb back in the day.
Oh, haha.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
that
actually
funny.
thought you were going to tell.
I really I wish I had more info about him. Don't have too much on the Grambling State player.
That one hit right to Sean Lane. Braden Jones smiling, happy he got out of that one. So that'll do it. It's almost scary situation for the Big Train. Despite the 7-run lead, DC Grays load the bases, but Braden Jones escapes well, and still a 7-0 lead.
are.
Now batting for the big train to lead off here in the bottom of the 5th is Jason Schiavone. And still on the mound for the DC Grays, Diego Barrett, the jack of all trades.
Yeah, he's come in from left field. Out in left field now is another player who can also pitch. It's number 15, Donovan Freyer.
Freyer rostered as a right-handed pitcher, as is Barrett, but showing us both what they can do in the outfield. 1-0 into Schiavone. Ball again, count 2-0 now.
Barrett needs to regain control. He was showing some great stuff in that 4th inning. The Grays really have no margin for error here from his performance if they want to have any chance of winning this game.
The 2-0 hit deep from Schiavone, but skying toward the center fielder. He'll run for it and make the catch. Second at-bat in a row for Schiavone with a fly ball. He'll bring up Trey Wingate, who is definitely struggling to hit a little bit for the big train.
Wingate up here. Sorry, I blanked for a minute. That's your line. Ever see that show? Whose line is it anyways?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's solid stuff. Wayne Brady's a great improv guy. I don't really even like improv.
That one hits Trey Wingate. He falls down. You've honestly got to be kidding me.
I'm sorry. You know that carnival game where you hit like the fluffy cats with the ball and they just go bonk backward? Oh, God. Poor Trey, though. I'm sorry. I should not be making jokes. That looked like it hit his cleat, so he's okay. But that is going to be... Jesus Christ, do we even track hit-by pitches? We do. That is his 6th hit-by pitch of the season.
Honestly absurd. It's got to be a joke with the team, right?
Trey the body Wingate. We got to ask him about it at this
We
point.
need to ask. We'll ask and get back to you. There's just simply no way it's not. If we've been talking about it this much, they must be. So Trey Wingate out on first now, bringing up Colton Hagwood. Just one out here in the bottom of the 5th.
Hegwood now got a runner on here.
You've really got to be kidding me.
Playing a little soccer out there.
I
Hacky
can't
sack.
First pitch into Hagwood. Skied out left. Will go foul, but they'll get there.
Good hustle.
Third baseman Emmanuel hustles over to catch the foul ball, and that'll be 2 outs. Back to the top of the order, though, with Garrett Felix. He's having himself a day.
You know, great work from Barrett. Yeah, I mean, you hit Wingate. So we heard a theory. We and the writers are like, why is Barrett getting hit all the time? Is this a fluke or is there something going on? And someone's like, oh, he kind of crowds the plate. A lot of guys in this league crowd the plate. Look at Garrett right now.
Yeah.
Everybody's crowding the plate, and Garrett has not been hit by a single ball this season.
Yeah.
I think. I hope I'm not.
I don't think so. I think
No, he's not.
Trey has. I think Jason got hit last night. Jason got hit in the head.
Yeah, Jason got dinged. Rogers has been hit. Petrie's been hit twice, and Schultz has been hit once.
Interesting.
People are just hating on the train.
We're just that good.
How else are you going to beat us? You got to try and knock us out.
Barrett, first pitch into Felix. Count 1-0. On deck is Rogers. But 2 outs here.
Yeah, outside of that hit by pitch, like I said before, Barrett's been pretty dang good tonight.
That one comes in. Strike there. Count 1-1.
I like his form is interesting. It's got this low release point, but he kind of supports it with the way he turns his hip. Some motion coming from his thigh, giving him some extra... Whoa!
Pickoff attempt over at first. No good.
Yeah, like I was saying before, I made an overly loud noise. He's got this full body motion, and it's probably working to his benefit, I would say.
The 1-1. That one fouled back toward the third base side. Count 1-2. Diego Barrett, definitely the most efficient pitcher we've seen for the Grays.
It's not even close. No offense to Akil or Allen, but Barrett's been on a different level compared to those two tonight. He's been way above competent.
This could be the first inning since the first that the Grays hold the train scoreless.
Yeah, it could be the first. That first inning was a 1-2-3 inning. Grays showing something a little different than what we'd see in later innings.
The 1-2, nope. He'll try to pick off Wingett again. That's the second pickoff attempt in a row. Felix patiently waiting there at bat.
Again, to the credit of Allen, though, I think he's just not a starting pitcher. I think that's something this team will figure out as they go on.
The 1-2 fouled back toward the train dugout, so count remains the same. Yeah, because, I mean, again, the 1-2-3 inning to get started, he was doing something and then did give up the single to Schultz, but then Lane grounded out and easy double play for the Grays there. So he was successful. I just don't think they put him in the situation for success, unfortunately.
Yeah, some guys just don't have the pitch arsenal, don't have the arm stamina to go that long, and that's okay.
Yeah, the 1-2, Wingett running. Will he make it? Safe to second, he will. So stolen base for Trey Wingett. Count will now be even to Garrett Felix.
Yeah, Felix already's got 2 runs, and a stolen base on the game. Can he do a little more running here tonight? Or not tonight, now.
The 2-2 into Felix. That one fouled back again. His at-bat is lasting quite a while. That one into the parking lot. Count still 2-2. Barrett, the 2-2. That one comes in the dirt. Full count now. So Barrett off to a good start here against Felix, but has lost control. Count now full.
You know, I wonder if Barrett's another one of those guys who's just a 2-inning pitcher. But again, this is just one batter.
That one hit way deep into left field, but it'll go foul, unfortunately. That one almost stayed fair, but right at the end kind of tweaked off toward the foul territory. Unfortunate, but some serious power from Garrett Felix.
Yeah, man, that is, every once in a while he hits something really powerful, potentially a 5-tool player in Garrett Felix. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of his collegiate career he does move into the minors. I think he's such a well-rounded talent that a team's going to take a chance on him, and they definitely should, in my opinion.
We are Garrett Felix stans.
I'm not gonna lie, I stand a lot of guys on this team.
I do
I
too,
think I
I
might
mean-
just be a fan of the big train.
that we might just stand the entire big train.
It's not like we work for the organization or anything.
It's not like I put on this green polo every night. 3-2 into Felix. That one fouled back again. Oh my goodness. He has been at bat for quite a while.
Speaking of, that's the only thing this organization has done wrong by us. They should have at least given the journalism students 2 green shirts. We wear them every day.
We do have to wear them basically every day. Although apparently for home games we don't have to wear them anymore.
Or away games, I think?
Yeah, away games.
But we have to wear some sort of big train identifier,
but they're
correct?
giving us free t-shirts.
Yeah, I'll wear that.
So
But
can't complain.
I don't feel right going to work in a t-shirt, though.
That one comes in. They'll call it a K. So Garrett Felix, first strikeout of the evening, third for Diego Barrett. Dangerous situation there with Trey Wingett out in scoring position, but Barrett able to take care of business and hold the train scoreless the 5th for the first time since the bottom of the Welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for Bethesda. It's Evan Marcinko.
God, I love his walk-up song. Walking up to Hypnotized by Biggie. If I haven't made it clear to Allie and the people at home, I love 90s rap music. 90s music of all kinds, actually.
Up now is the right fielder, Thomas, for the DC Grays.
Who will face the lefty Marcinko. He's made 1 appearance, 2 innings, 2 runs given up, but 3 Ks to go with that. Was registered with the loss in that game against the Gaithersburg Giants.
Get started here with a strike, count 0-1. I am very excited to see this team face off against the Giants again.
Oh, yeah, that's Friday, right? Or Saturday?
I believe it's Saturday
Yes,
at the
correct.
Cove, Saturday night, 7 p.m. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. The Giants, who got their first loss, I believe, to Metro Braves. So they are not invincible.
We're tied at the top of the table, I think.
Yeah.
Standings. Sorry to get British on you.
Yeah, both teams 6-1 should be an interesting 6-1 right now should be an interesting matchup, and I'm just excited to see because the hitting has just gotten so much better, and it should be great against that talented Giants team.
It's going to be red hot bats. Hopefully, if they can carry it through tomorrow at Olney, coming in to the Giants on the road. That's going to be a fun game over in Gaithersburg. Please stay tuned for that.
No, they'll be at the Pove.
Oh, we're hosting them twice in a row. Oh, that's right, because we were supposed to play at like a neutral venue.
Yeah, for the
Juneteenth
game.
Pint Israel Classic.
Yeah. So it'll be cropped at Olney on Friday, here on Saturday against Gaithersburg, and then here on Sunday against Silver Spring Tacoma. The 1-2 fouled back. So some familiar faces. We're starting to get into the swing of the Rifkin League here.
Oh, yeah. I feel very comfortable. The only problem is there's like 5 dudes named Jenkins. There's Ian Jenkins, Jarrett Jenkins.
There's Max Jessen.
But there's another Jenkins, too. Not Ian or... There's another one on the Thunderbolts, another guy named Jenkins. It's confusing. All players should have different names. New rule.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. First K for Evan Marcinko. And they'll play bye.
NSYNC, my favorite boy group of all time. I don't like boy bands, I should preface, but NSYNC's so good. So good.
You a Justin Timberlake fan?
I had a Timberlake phase before I got into other music, yes. I think the 2020 Experience is one of the best pop albums of all time.
Yeah, that's a great album.
Only problem is Mirrors actually goes on for 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Yeah, when he goes into the You Are the Love of My Life part, and it's just him over himself.
Yeah.
And his
voice
is the bass and the melody. Yeah. But the album, for some reason, like the complete album doesn't have the radio edit on it as well. Because sometimes I just want to hear the 3-minute version. I don't have time for that.
The 0-1, bit wide, count 1-1. And JT can act.
Oh my God, he's so funny when he's with Andy Samberg.
He's so funny. And then, all the SNL stuff. And then him in The Social Network. Such a good performance, in my humble opinion.
Is he Sorry My Protestant? No, that's Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I know
he's
that.
in that just sitting there like, yo, okay.
I could talk about Andrew Garfield all day, too.
Are you a big, the guy who wrote The Social Network, and he does West Wing, what's his name?
Aaron Sorkin.
Are you a Sorkin person?
Yeah, I like him a lot. I couldn't really get into The West Wing, to be honest. I tried.
I did, and then fell off.
The 2-1, fouled back, count even. I watched like a couple episodes. A big Rob Lowe fan too. Oh my gosh, I love Rob Lowe. And Allison Janney and Bradley Whitford. Great cast.
Big fan of Rob Lowe and those Atkins diet commercials that come up on Hulu all the time. The Atkins bar now.
No, Rob Lowe to me is Chris Traeger. So.
That's true. Him and Ann, heartbreak.
Oh, I know. The 2-2, that one hit straight to Emilian Petre for out. Number dos. Oh my God. Number 2.
You got to pick a language. You got to go number 2 or numero dos.
I don't even know how that came out of my mouth, but it did. Bringing up. They'll bring in the left fielder, Donovan Freyer, to take the DH position instead of Camphausen. So new batter here for the Grays.
You said this is Freyer now. I'm just going to put a little Freyer on.
Freyer, who replaced Barrett out in left field when Barrett took the mound. First pitch in, ball.
Yeah, so Barrett's still batting in the same slot, but Freyer batting for Camphausen in the DH 6 spot.
Pitch from Marcinko goes right over Schiavone for ball 2. Now I have the
Hypnotize?
Hypnotize
I can see by the way you're bobbing your head. That's the beat to Hypnotize.
Yeah. It's really in there.
I used to go to middle school with someone who knew Biggie Smalls. Their kids, Ja Rule. Their kids
Oh.
went to my middle school.
Ja
wait,
Rule's
no.
kids?
Ja Rule's kid, sorry.
That one hit straight to Sean Lane. He'll trot over to the first base bag. And that'll be out number 3. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Evan Marcinko. We will be back shortly with the bottom of the 6th. TJ Rogers leading off here for the big train in the bottom of the 6th. And still on the mound, Diego Barrett.
Great performance from Marcinko last inning, 2 Ks.
First pitch from Barrett, a ball. Another fielding change as well. Ozzie Pratt out of BYU now at shortstop for the Grays. That one fouled off by Rogers, count 1-1.
We're going to have some Utah and Utah action with Wingate out there, too.
He's not from Utah, but Brigham Young.
College in Utah.
Yeah, there are 3 BYU kids on this roster.
Have you seen the Brigham Young, the TikToks?
Like which ones? The 1 and 2 there.
They ask people, like, how do you support gay marriage? And everyone on campus is like, well, I feel that it really depends. And then it's just a mess. Every once in a while they hit someone just like, yeah, of course I do. It's like, oh, thank God. Even at BYU. Some people get it.
The 1-2 into Rogers, fouled back again. That's 3 straight foul balls for TJ. Count 1-2 still.
DJ needs to get a little more behind that ball. Ooh, there goes the whistle. A little more behind that ball. Push that into the outfield. Or push it into play. Good job from Barrett, though. Really slowed things down in the 5th inning. Instead of facing 7 or 9 batters, he just went through 4.
The 1-2 high. Count 2-2. Yeah, 3 Ks. Really the only bloop, whatever, was the hit by pitch to Wingate, but Wingate a magnet for those. So can you even blame Barrett? I'm not sure. The 2-2
That
in.
explains it.
That'll be a K.
It's got to be magnets.
No, okay.
That's my current operating theory, is that Trey Wingate is a magnet.
Bringing up Emilian Petre now.
Oh, yeah, Richard. Give us the beat today.
The guy last night at Silver Spring Tacoma got the French pronunciation pretty good.
I know nothing about what a French pronunciation should sound
Me
like.
either. That's why I just simply don't attempt. That one comes in for ball 1. The 1-0 also can't go. Count 2-0 now.
Barrett behind in the count here. We saw a little bit of that last inning. He falls behind early. He confirms my statement there.
Yeah, 3-0 now.
But hey, look, he's come in and been a godsend for them so far in the 1 2/3 he's pitched so far.
3-0. That'll be a strike. Fighting back. Count 3-1.
That was a good pitch there.
Yeah, seriously. The most consistent pitching we've seen from the Grays has come from this guy. 3-1. Fouled off. Count full.
Suddenly, he's back in this at-bat.
Big Train went 1 run in the bottom of the second, 4 in the bottom of the third, 2 in the bottom of the fourth, and then Barrett came in and finally shut them down there in the bottom of the fifth, keeping this game alive for DC. Full count, and he'll walk Pitre, or they'll say it was a foul ball, so Pitre's at-bat continues.
Wait, really? Oh, damn.
I believe so.
Yeah, no, he's grabbing his bat. You are totally correct.
Coach Sal confused with what happened, as am I, if you couldn't tell from the way I just called that play.
We're honest broadcasters here. We're not going to pretend to understand.
I'm not going to pretend like I know what happened, especially when the coach doesn't understand what happened either.
I think the thing is, we understand what happened. We just disagree with it a little bit. We saw a different event. He's showing his hand.
Maybe they're seeing if Emilian got hit or something. I'm not sure.
Maybe he's trying to read his bloodline, see what his future is. Quick palm reading from the umpire. Oh, no, he's going.
They'll go back. Barrett not happy about it. But Emilian will walk, take his base at first, bringing up Peyton Schultz.
I bet you he showed you, look, there's a welt on my wrist. I got hit here, not the bat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before you made the bloodline joke. I said maybe he's proving he got hit.
So sorry. I cut off your good analysis for a horrible joke, and then delayed a minute later came up with the same thing.
Schultz hit out, down for a base hit. Emilian got around all the way to third. So runners in the corners now for the Big Train. That's the first stolen base on the evening for Emilian Pitre, and the third base hit for Peyton Schultz. He is doing quite some work here.
Oh, stolen base. Oh, my God, he's on third.
Yeah, Emilian ran all the way to third.
Well, I guess that wouldn't count as a stolen base, would it? Because the ball was still in
Yeah.
play. But still, I was just like, what? Oh, and then he's all the way in the corner. All right, good hustle. All right, let's see what Sean Lane can do. He's been up and down this season. Tonight he's 0 for 2. I'd love to see something out of him here. You've made me a little bit of a Sean Lane lover.
The Terps will have that effect on you.
Oh, I still hate Maryland. No.
Sean Lane. That one skying out. Pick-off attempt there at first base. Unsuccessful. First pitch going to come into Cobb here.
Barrett, if you can get out of this, that would be outstanding.
Very impressive. Pitch comes in, ball 1.
2 1/3 scoreless is just what the doctor ordered for this Grays team. I mean, I know it's simple, but you got to stop giving up runs at a certain point. And the game will play on. Fans will get a full game of baseball, hopefully, knock on wood.
That one comes in for strike. Count 1-1.
Good pitch from Barrett there, breaking into the zone. Looks like a little bit of a curveball.
The 1-1 from Barrett. Baylor Cobb hit well into center field. That'll drop. Sending home Emilian Pitre, advancing Schultz to second. And the Big Train now up 8-0.
Yeah, I guess I spoke a little too soon about him going scoreless. Now he's got to face Schiavone, who's been playing really well. I mean, he flew out to center field in his last 2 at-bats, but double early, homer against the T-Bolts last night. He's starting to wake up here.
Barrett off to a good start, has 4 Ks, but now 2 hits given up. Schultz with a single and Cobb with his own. Runners on first and second. 2 outs, though, so a chance to retire Schiavone here and minimize the damage.
And look, still, 1 earned run, 2 1/3. You take that and you smile.
Schiavone hit deep to center field, going, bounces off the wall. Peyton Schultz comes home. Big Train now up 9-0. Jason Schiavone got started with a double in his first at-bat, flew out 2 in a row, but capping things off again, another double. Cobb advancing to third. What a hit for Jason Schiavone.
And now the Train just 1 run away from ending this game. I mean, would we go to the? No, we would not go to the top of 7.
Believe we wouldn't. So Trey Wingett with a chance here. He has been cold today. 2 ground outs and then hit by a pitch in the last at bat. Again, Schiavone now out on second. Cobb on third. Big Train leading 9-0.
You know, we were worried about inclement weather. I think the inclement weather we do have to worry about is the thunder coming from these Big Train bats.
Seriously.
Crud. Another Mets player injured. I hate to see it. Tyler McGill will not pitch tonight for any Mets fans listening. Right shoulder is giving him discomfort.
First pitch into Wingett, down low, ball 1. Trey with a great opportunity here to maybe get a hit, maybe put a run on the board, get the Big Train to double digits.
Send the Grays packing.
That one, ball 2.
Yeah, they're going to leave Barrett in here to try and, I guess, clean up the mess that he's made here, although he hasn't been that bad tonight.
Swing and a miss from Wingett, count 2-1.
Still 2 earned runs, better than Akil, who gave up 2 earned runs and 1/3, or Allen, who gave up 5 and 3. Just needs to end this inning.
That one comes right past Trey's legs, count 3-1 now. On deck, should we see him, is Colton Hegwood.
And those of you at home, please try and split screen Game 6 with us. And we're better commentary than ESPN or ABC, whoever it is.
That one gets in there for strike 2. Full count now. It's crunch time for Barrett.
This, literally, the game rests in this. Do they get another chance to bat, to keep playing? It's got to come down to Barrett right here, right now.
The 3-2 from Diego Barrett comes in the dirt. He'll walk Trey Wingett. This inning continues. First walk for Barrett, bringing up Colton Hegwood.
Well, we're going to have to start that all over again now with the bases loaded. Hegwood singled out to left field in the 3rd and flew out in the 4th and 5th, and here he is in the 4th consecutive inning. Got to be getting tired after all that.
I know.
New walk-up song for him, too.
I know. A lot of these guys trying something new. First pitch into Hegwood comes in high, ball 1.
My stomach was growling. I did not get any Gregorios before the game. Normally we get a little leftover Gregorios, but I did not get a chance to eat in the tizzy of the rain.
That one, strike 1, count 1-1.
Or I guess the potential rain. We didn't get wet.
Yeah, we literally barely got anything. When we were walking back to the press box, it was a little drizzly, but nothing crazy. The 1-1, outside, count 2-1.
Damn, Grays couldn't have let this game end like 30 minutes earlier. I got a Lego store gift card for my birthday, and I want to use it. Lego store just closed at 9. That's the true problem.
The 2-1 into Hegwood comes down low for a ball. So count 3-1, bases loaded. Should Hegwood walk here, the Train will get to double digits and perhaps end this one early. But, I mean, Diego Barrett, a guy with fight, so we'll see what happens. The 3-1. And they'll walk him. So in comes Baylor Cobb. That's 10 runs for the Bethesda Big Train. Still none for the Grays. Back to the top of the order with Garrett Felix. Bases still loaded.
Are we going to keep playing here? I'm a little confused. I thought we would just end after that.
I think the rule might be 7 innings. Most mercy rules are.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. Someone was saying it was 5, but that sounds correct. That someone was wrong. Gotta
First
trust an
pitch
alley.
into Felix, fouled back. I've called one mercy rule game before in it was a non-con game for Northwestern versus Notre Dame because the Big Ten does not mercy rule. I've also called a game where we should have mercy rolled and we played the whole thing. And it was 7 innings. The 0-1 strike again, 0-2 now. And yeah, it was like I think the rule was 8 runs in 7 innings for that, but
I called a game that should have been GW Hofstra, but it was early in the season, so they let them keep playing.
ball 1, count 1-2 now.
But I didn't care. I was getting paid hourly. It was cool by me. Just stand there, hold the camera, get a good shot of the pitchers. anything for the G-Dub team.
Bases loaded. The 1-2 to Felix.
Barrett.
Ball 2.
Oh, gosh, Barrett. You had him where you wanted him. 0-2. Felix not really swinging the bat yet either.
That one fouled out toward the tennis courts. Count still even.
Stream looking good tonight. We only cut out once, at least on our end.
Yeah, new Wi-Fi was supposed to be installed today. They kind of just started installing it and then left it. So as we predicted, it is not ready. But so far so good.
We're trying to be excited, but we're realists.
Felix hits that one foul again toward the tennis courts. It'll drop near the Big Train bullpen. So still an even count. Garrett Felix, a guy. I mean, he can push. He can push the count.
Yeah, look, he's not gonna let you get him in 3 pitches. That's not how Garrett Felix works.
The 2-2 comes in, and they'll call it a K. Garrett Felix cannot believe it, but that'll be 5 Ks for Diego Barrett, and the Train will head into the top of the 7th with a 10-0 lead. If they can keep it at 10-0, we believe this game will end early. Updates to come. We should confirm that run roll at the break. Now batting for the Grays, the shortstop who came in, Ozzie Pratt from BYU. A really impressive freshman season over there at Brigham Young. And still on the mound is Evan Marcinko for the Big Train with the 1-2-3, top of the 6th.
Yeah, the rumor we're hearing, we're not 100% on the mercy rule, is that it would be 10 runs after 7, but 12 after 6. Because we didn't hit 12 last inning, we're pushing to 7. But should Marcinko push the Grays scoreless here,
we might be getting out of here early.
it'll be nighttime.
The 0-1 comes in, ball, count 1-1. Ozzie Pratt confused why they did not start him tonight. He was all WCC honorable mention and all freshman team. That one hit out into right field. Colton Hegwood gets it, but not before it drops. Base hit. That's exactly what I'm saying. This kid can hit. Very talented. Big Train, one of the best teams in this league. Interested to see why the Grays did not give him the nod to start, because I believe the last time we faced him, he did.
I believe it's that he's been cold to start. In the 3 away appearances he's made, he's batted 1 for 10 with a hit by pitch. So he's really, had a cold start. But the Big Train have put faith in the guys with the cold starts like Sean Lane and TJ Rogers, and that paid off. Maybe they should do the same with Ozzie Pratt here, who just singled to start up the 7th.
Another new batter in, Brian Detman from Georgetown. Another guy I think we saw start at D.C. When we traveled there last week. So he's come in to bat here in the number 8 spot, count 1-0.
And so Pratt's batting in the 7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry.
Pratt in the 7, Detman in the 8. We're going to have to look out for some fielding changes as well if we do see a bottom of the 7th. The 1-0 from Marcinko. That one hit out, flying to Colton Hegwood's glove. It drops out number 1.
Yeah, my score sheet is looking like a mess right now.
I know.
Can't wait till the bougie one that I just ordered comes in. That thing's got, the bases. You can, you draw on the bases.
Oh,
however
yeah,
many.
yeah.
We're upgrading here, I'm telling you. The Wi-Fi's getting upgraded. The score sheet's getting upgraded.
Still Scully here in the number 9 spot. That's the catcher for the Grays. 1 out, runner Pratt on first.
That's a good meme that still sticks around from Robots. The guy goes, upgrades, people, upgrades. That and free real estate have been great consistent memes.
First pitch in from Marcinko. Swing and a miss from Scully. Count 0-1.
Yeah, just watching these guys pitch, I'm starting to get some shoulder tension. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm linked to Mets pitcher Tyler McGill.
Marcinko taking his time. The 0-1. Swing and a miss from Scully. Marcinko ahead now 0-2.
God dang, that was a great pitch.
That was great. He was nodding. He knew that one was going to come in hot. He was like, yeah, I'm going to do this.
I'm that pitcher. Don't worry. I got this. I'm that kind of pitcher, just throwing you some heat. Sheesh. Come on, get him 1, 2, 3, Evan. Or Mr. Marcinko, whatever you'd like to go by.
Eyeing Pratt out there on first, but looking like he's going to send in the 0-2. And he gets it done. Dirty. Evan Marcinko, my goodness.
Third K of the day. Sheesh, he's been having a great performance.
Seriously, the UNC product, if I'm not mistaken.
Chance to possibly maybe end the game here. I'm shrugging if you can't see it at home.
Facing Diego Barrett, 2 outs, runner on first. Barrett singled in his last at-bat. First pitch comes in. That one down the gap into the glove of Garrett Felix for a nice single. So just as I said, what he did last time, he does it again. Bases, runners now on second and first for the Grays, and Jenkins up to bat.
Jenkins did hit a double early. One of those there would keep the pulse of the Grays alive now. DC Grays are going to be wearing their DC Blacks to mourn this loss should they get sent home after 7.
2 outs, runners on first and second again. First pitch in from Marcinko. Can't go, count 1-0.
Bars Alley.
Marcinko eyeing Pratt out there on second, but sends in the 1-0. That one hit straight to Peyton Schultz. He'll field it over to Sean Lane, and that'll be the out at first. I believe this game is going to continue, so all this rumor of mercy rule, we might be mistaken. We will take a quick step aside and let you know what happens.
And
Welcome back. Some fielding changes for the Grays as this game will continue. That is now Buford, the original shortstop, moved out to third base. And then at shortstop, Detman comes in to replace Pratt. And then a new pitcher on the mound, number 10, Trent Pippin from Virginia State University. He will face TJ Rogers here in the bottom of the 7th. So according to our sources, our source being Bennett Solomon, one of our writing interns, it's going to be 12 runs to end this one early. So if the Big Train get to 12 here, perhaps it will end. Maybe the Grays just do not want to, maybe the teams have agreed not to mercy roll because it is early in the season. You want to get guys some experience, but nevertheless, we're going to keep bringing you baseball as long as this game continues.
oh, boo-hoo, we got to keep working hard talking about baseball. Trent Pippin, the guy who was the NBA YoungBoy fan, he has like 3 tweets, and one of them is about NBA YoungBoy.
Again, facing TJ Rogers to get things started here in the bottom of the 7th.
That's right, Felix was retired with a K to end that last inning. Forgot about that. So that would be 5 Ks from Barrett, actually.
Yeah, Barrett did. He pitched 2.2 innings, 5 Ks, 3 hits, 3 runs. Count 1-0 now to Rogers. Pippin fires. Rogers chops left for strike 1.
Pippin, another pitcher who's not really throwing massive heat. He's from Virginia State University, the junior. Yeah, I got nothing else on him.
In there to Rogers, hit deep foul left, count 1 and 2. Pippin, no stats on point streak, but probably because he's just played at home, and I believe we saw him when we traveled to DC last weekend. So he's got some stuff. He's made an appearance, not the first time.
Pretty sure he got a little shelled in that appearance, actually. I don't remember it going well. I believe that's when actually the Big Train regained the lead in that game, was against Trent Pippin.
2-2 is the count now.
Yeah, you saw that last swing from Rogers. If he doesn't place his pitches perfectly, they're coming in at a pace that he can just clobber.
The 2-2 down low. Full count now.
Nobody clapping their hands.
Trey did.
Garrett did last time, Trey did this time.
Yeah. The 3-2 to Rogers, way outside. He'll walk him. So TJ Rogers going to take his base over at first, bringing up Emilian Pitre.
Second walk drawn by Rogers. Sorry, you keep going.
I was just going to say, unclear. I'm thinking Emilian was hit.
I think so, too. After, you explain it because you're the one who caught it first time.
Well, they called it a strike, believing it was foul contact from the bat. And then Pitre was showing his hand to show that he had been hit, we believe, so that would result in him taking first base. Wild pitch there, so Rogers will advance to second. Nevertheless, he got on base like he always does.
This game does not feel very lively right now. It feels like they've already decided it. Going through the motions are the Grays and the Big Train, for that matter.
A 1-0 to Pitre. Comes right by his face. Count 2-0. I mean, overall, I've just been excited to see the fact that the Big Train have made it this far with already this many runs on the board. That was really the struggle early, and they've just really come back these past 2 days, and exactly how you need to improve early on in the season. And we don't even have our full roster yet. I mean,
we're going to dominate this league, knock on wood.
Unsure who will be coming in where, but, I mean, I'm loving what I'm seeing from the guys who are here. So future is bright.
And the Giants the only team to beat us so far.
The 3-0 into Pitre. Pippin will get that one in there. Count 3-1. Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking like the Giants are the biggest threat to the 5-time Rivkin League champs. But you never know.
11-time total, 5-time consecutive, Allie. Come on.
Yes.
Put some respect on the train.
My bad. Count 3-2 now, full to Pitre.
Emilian's been playing so well to start the season. I can't say it enough. I know we've said it a lot. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Hit by pitch, drew a walk. He's just getting on base 24/7.
That one comes way wide. Second walk in a row for Trent Pippin. Emilian Petre will go take his base. So he's at first, Rogers on second, and then you're bringing up the guy who has been quite the threat at bat this evening, Peyton Schultz.
8 total walks tonight from the DC Grays. 3 to Allen, 1 to Akil, 2 to Barrett, and already 2 from Trent Pippin.
Not a great start for the Virginia State product. Now he's got to face Schultz. First pitch comes in, way in the dirt, goes way wild past Scully, so runners will advance. 2 in scoring position now. Rogers out on third, Petre out on second. Peyton Schultz with 3 base hits, 1 of those an RBI single. He's got a stolen base, a walk. He's just been all over the place this evening, and already a mound visit for Trent Pippin.
That pitch from Pippin made 50 Cent look like Randy Johnson. That was not great. Yeah, he's scratching his head. He knows that he just doesn't have it right now. You got to pull him. I mean, oh my God.
Although at this point, I don't think they will pull him. I think they'll give him an opportunity to kind of redeem himself here. This game is pretty far gone.
That's my one criticism of summer ball. They're letting guys go so long because for the sake of them getting reps. It feels almost like an exhibition, even in the middle of the season. I should not be criticizing the league I coach for, or not pay for, work for. But yeah, I mean, geez, early in the season at least. I'm sure it'll heat up in the coming weeks, but right now it just feels like they're letting guys go, at least because they don't really know
They
who
don't
they
know
have.
who
That's
they
the
got.
main problem, I should say, yes.
Yeah, that one in the dirt again. Pippin knows that was not his best. He's really looking almost defeated out there. Count 2-0 into Schultz. On deck Lane, and in the hole, Baylor Cobb.
See if he can just get something over the plate here. You got to throw something in the zone.
The 2-0. Schultz, rocket down to right field, and that one bounces off the warning track. So TJ Rogers coming home. Emilian Petre following suit. That is 12 runs now for your Bethesda Big Train. And
That's
this
it.
game is over. So official mercy rule for you, those of you at home. 12 runs in 7 innings. Big Train meet the mark. Win this one early. First game of the season to end early for Bethesda. And what a performance across the board from the Big Train.
Yeah, wow. Sorry if I jumped on at the end there. I was very excited just for that dagger double from Peyton Schultz. An outstanding performance from him there. You know, he scored 3 RBIs tonight, stole a base, and scored himself. He was outstanding. Oh, I need to scoot over. Thank you. Am I in this one? The camera loves me. Yeah, a great game from the Big Train here. 12-0. You can't ask for much more. You literally mercied them without giving up a run.
Yeah, no, seriously. And what a day for some of these guys. Peyton Schultz really, really coming into his own in that number 4 spot in the order. He had an RBI single, just had that RBI double, and just really impressed by him. And then the pitching tonight as well. Braden Jones continues to impress on the mound. Marcinko coming in with a stellar relief performance. And then let's go back to Cade Woods. 3 batters faced, obviously rehabbing from injury, but so exciting to see him get back on the mound. And hopefully he'll only continue to get healthy as the Big Train season progresses.
Look, if you're letting a guy only face 3 batters, you don't expect them to come in and strike out 2 of them. Like, the bar is low. You're coming back from an injury. You're really out there just to get high-level reps because this is a high-level league, and he just came out and bodied it. He walked 1 guy, but he struck out the other 2. Can't ask for much more.
No, you really can't. And, you know, this is just 2 nights in a row the Big Train have really won heavily against teams that they were close with last week. Silver Spring Tacoma, 3-2, 11-2. DC Grays, 5-2 to 12-0. So the hitting is really becoming together, and then the whole order is getting dangerous. They're just on such an upward track, and I'm so excited to see what this week brings. And they'll be at the Crop Dusters tomorrow in Olney, first pitch at 5 p.m. Any last thoughts?
Geez, yeah, I'm just fighting back a smile here. This has been it's been a great pair of days for the Big Train. The only problem is fans don't get a full game. That's the only deficit. But hey, I don't think they're complaining.
When the score is 12-0, I don't think they're complaining either.
I think they're like, let's take this dub, and it's still school time. Got to put your kid to bed. Speaking of, we got to go to bed.
Yeah.
I am exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a long night. We'll be back tomorrow at only 5 p.m. and then back at the Pove this weekend versus the Giants on Saturday, a matchup I'm very excited for, and then Silver Spring Tacoma on Sunday night. But thank you for